So I don't have any. So there's a not as they're gonna be. You're gonna meet some people with money, some people with wealth, and within the black family structure. But we are economically backwards because no one has ever taught us to be economically forward as a group of people. So just because your mother may have some money or your father may be wealthy, as a group of people, we're financially backwards. And so the only way to reverse that trend is to start to educate young people about money, how it works, how it operates, and how to use it right now. So first thing we're gonna do is we got all of our people, one, you number two, then you number three, read these 3 paragraphs, and then we're gonna dig right off into these 7 money principles and what rule the acquisition of money and how you can always have money. Go, number 1.
To bring your ambitions and desires to fulfillment, you must be successful with money. Use the financial principles made clear on the pages which follow. Let them guide you away from the expenses of a lean purse to the further happier life a full purse makes possible.
Like the law of gravity, they are universal and unchanging. May they prove for you, as they have proven to so many others. They sure keep to a fat purse, larger bank balances, and gratifying financial wonders.
What's a lean purse?
Like something you can,
What's a fat purse?
a purse, a lot of money.
A fat purse is a lot of money. What's a lean purse? A little bit of money. No, it's simple. A fat purse is a lot of money. A lean purse is a little bit of money. It says, like the law of gravity, they are universal and unchanging. So gravity means if I throw this up in the air, it's gonna fall down. It's not gonna stay up no matter what. So he's saying the money principles, the things that govern money, are like gravity. If I throw this up, it's coming down. Nothing can ever change that. So the laws of money are never going to change. There are specific laws that will help you get wealthy that have been the same since money was created. And no one understands them because no one studies them. At 14, 15 years old, you're going to get these money principles. You take this home, discuss with your parents, and you'll never have to worry about money again in your life if you follow these 7 rules. I promise you that, I guarantee you. So it says, money is plentiful for those who understand the simple rules of its acquisition. We're going to go through this real quick. Number 1, start thy purse to fattening. A purse is like your wallet, your bank account, a purse, whatever you want to call it. But in the old days, 6,000 years ago in ancient Babylon, a purse, men actually carried purses with their gold in them.
Satchels.
Exactly, whatever you want to call it, right? So when it says start your purse to fattening, what is one way you can start your purse to fattening right now? What can you do?
Save up.
Cut grass.
Huh?
Cut grass.
What?
Cut grass.
Cut grass. You can get a job or work.
Wash
So
dishes.
wash dishes. Whatever you do, it doesn't matter what it is. You have to start the purse to fattening. Not sticking up, not selling dope. Those things don't last. Listen to what I'm getting ready to tell you. So the first thing you have to do is you have to start to get money.
Get money.
Yep. And so we're going to keep this simple for you guys.
Get money.
Number 2, control thy expenditures. Expenditures are costs. You have to control how much money you spend. If you make $1,000 a week, you cannot spend $990 of it and expect to keep money. If you make $1,000 a week, you should know more. You know the first thing you want to do is pay yourself 10%. You pay yourself $100. You put that up, that'll give you $900. Let's say your bills are $700. Leave you $200 to do whatever you're gonna do with. So you pay your bills, you have about $200 left, and you probably want to save or put a little of that to the side or use it to invest. But you have to have a system on how your money works. But the first rule is pay yourself 10%. Say pay yourself 10%.
Pay yourself 10%.
Before you get any other bills, before you pay your cable bill, your car note, anything else, however much you make every 2 weeks, every week, every month, pay yourself 10% first and put it up so you can prepare to build wealth for yourself. Does everybody follow?
10% of 1,000 is 100.
It's $100. Yep. So if you pay yourself that every month, every 2 weeks is you get 26 pay periods in a year if you get paid every 2 weeks. That's $2,600 put up that you can do whatever you want to do with. You do that for 10 years, you got $26,000. Don't forget it's only $100 out your check, so you don't even know it's nothing. It's nothing, it's $100. But that's how easy it is to start to build wealth for yourself. So, control your spending. Only spend your money on things that you need until you get to the wealth space that you want to be in. So if you make $1,000 a week and you spend $200 on Jordans, you just spend 20% of your work, your money, on gym shoes. Then you translate that into how many hours you work. If it took you 100 hours to make $1,000, then you just spent 20 of your hours on a pair of shoes. So you work 20 hours to buy a pair of shoes. You cannot operate like that. You have to control what you spend, and don't spend on luxury items if you can't afford them. Number 3, make that goal multiply. Remember that $100 I was telling you about?
Yeah.
That money can't just sit. Once you start to turn that into real money and it starts to accumulate, you need to find something to invest in. You said cut grass. If you went a whole year putting $100 every 2 weeks up, for 26 weeks you got $2,600. You can buy a used John Deere riding lawnmower, you can buy a weed whacker, you can buy a push lawnmower, and you can buy all of the things and a truck. For $2,600 you can buy you an $800 truck. Now you got a business on the side. So now you can take some of your extra money you make at your regular job and invest it on your weekend hustle. If your weekend hustle profits are never spent because you got a job, now you putting up $700, $800, $900 a week because all of the money you make cutting grass, you don't spend it because you got a regular job. That's how people get wealthy. Multiple income streams. Multiple income. So that means if all you have is a job, you will never get wealthy in America, period. You have to have a job and at least 2 or 3 different legitimate hustles. Does everybody understand that? So you need at least 4 ways to make money. Y'all got it? Number 4, guard thy treasures from loss. Don't loan people money who don't pay back. Don't loan nothing that you can't afford to lose. Don't gamble. Don't invest in things that don't make sense. For example, your cousin get pounds from Arizona. But every other time the shipment get popped, they lose out. You tell him you got $10,000 put up. He said, you give me the $10,000, I can turn your $10,000 to $20,000 in 30 days. That is a dope deal. You don't take legitimate money and give it to the dope man, even though he your cousin, and let your cousin invest your money in something illegal. And if they get popped, your money gone. Because you worked for 5 years for $10,000. You can't afford to put 5 years of your life's work into the hands of a clown that's selling dope that could get popped on any day, even though he your cousin. Does everybody follow?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, your mother you should loan money to, you should give it to her. So again, you don't loan anybody anything you can't afford to lose. With my family, I don't loan my family money. When they ask me for something, I give them what I can afford to give them. If it's not enough, go find the rest from somewhere else. But nothing stops my wealth building plan. Because when I get wealthy, I can give them whatever they ask for without any questions. But I'm not going to let them stop me from getting to where I'm trying to go. Does everybody follow me? All right. Number 5. Make thy dwelling a profitable investment. Do not rent your house. Do not get a mortgage. You want to buy your house cash. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do it. You buy the house. Let's say right now you were 22 years old. You go to the Detroit Land Bank, go to the DetroitBuilding.org, DetroitBuilds.org. You log on. You get a username, you bid on a property, you go look at it, you bid on it, maybe it costs you about $2,000, and over a 6-month period, you rehab the house. You move in it, you live in it, you own it, you don't pay nobody a mortgage. Mortgages kill. The word mortgage, M-O-R-T-G-A-G-E, is 2 words called death pledge. Mort means death, like mortician. Rigor mortis. All that, it means death. Gauge means
a gun.
Pledge. No, pledge. Death pledge. So a mortgage means that you pledge to pay somebody until you die. You do not want a mortgage. I know your family has mortgages. My family have mortgages. A smart money person will never enter into a 30-year contract with anybody. Does everybody understand that?
My dad rented his house. He bought it.
Yeah, buy your house cash.
And car.
That's how, and your car. That's how you make your dwelling a profitable investment. Your house should be a commodity. It should be wealth. It should not cost you money. Yes, sir.
So when they be like $1,800 down, that's how much you got paid to get the car, and then you got to keep on paying off.
And then you got to keep on paying for the car for 5 years. Yep. You don't want to get it. Avoid all debt. You don't want to borrow money from anybody under any circumstances. Everything that you can borrow for, you can grind up and buy on your own. We are taught to borrow because borrowing is what makes this country operate and go. The more people that borrow money and get into debt with America, the more money America makes off of your debt labor. And we call it debt slavery. You do not want to be involved in the debt slavery business. Does everybody follow?
Yes.
Number 6, ensure future income. When you become 80, you will not be able to work anymore. By the time you are 80, you should have been and bought enough property and owned enough businesses so when you wake up in the morning, you wake up to money, you wake up to checks. Because at 80, you can't lift tables, you can't put car parts on, you cannot work. So you need to build up your money to where when you're about 80 years old, you'll be wealthy enough to relax and enjoy your money and enjoy your life. So you plan for the future. If you spend all your money getting fresh now, you broke at 80. Now you're living with your son and daughter. Or your daughter-in-law, your son-in-law. You don't want to be in that position. You want to be wealthy where you can still enjoy life. You don't want to be living off of a check coming through the mail once a month. You want to be wealthy. And you want to make sure that you have enough money to live off of, and when you die, you can pass money down to your children. Does everybody follow me?
How much of a check for you?
What check? About $600? You can't live off $600 as a grown 80-year-old man. $600 ain't enough money.
You gotta buy diapers.
$600 is not even enough for you to get. $600 is not even enough for you to pay your rent. Hey, chill. And then number 7.
You're doing 6.
No, that's future income. Make sure you secure future income. Number 6 is learn. Basically, learn to earn. We're gonna call it learn to earn. So number 6 is increase thy ability to earn. Whatever you do in your life, if you're a mechanic, go get certified in every area. If you are a barber, go learn every single thing about being a barber. Pay to learn more so you'll be an expert at what you do. When it says number 7, increase thy ability to earn, that means don't ever be satisfied with knowing just enough to make a little bit of money. You always want to get certified or grow to the next level or study under the experts. Learn here, webinars, go to workshops. Go to conferences surrounding what you do so you will be the best of the best so you can learn every way to do it and learn every way to make money doing what you do. Don't just go to school and then be done. School and education is a lifelong process, and you want to always learn how you can make more money, and it comes from reading, research, and being around the right people. Don't ever be satisfied with your check from your job. You want to get money, you want to control your spending, you want to have multiple income streams, at least 4 ways to making money. Number 4, you want to guard your treasures from loss. You don't gamble, you don't loan out a lot of money, and you don't take bad risks, and you don't make investments that don't make sense. And you always seek the advice of experts in the fields of money and investment. If you don't understand what is happening, do not invest your money. You got it? Yeah. Buy your house cash. Do not rent. Do not get a mortgage. It will drain the majority of your income. Your largest obligation as an individual will probably be your house. If you own it cash, it will put you in a position to get more wealth. Number 6, secure future income. Find different ways to make money and make sure that when you become an older man, that your future is secure and the future of your children is secure. We call it leaving a legacy behind to your children. Build and amass wealth and pass it down to your children so they don't have to work as hard as you did. They can do other things to improve your family. And then the last one, always be learning. Always look to be certified. Always look to go to webinars, conferences, all of the things that you can do to become better at whatever you are doing to make money. Anybody have any questions? Say it again. Go ahead. All right, so in regards to money, money is out here to get, fellas. Money is out here every day. We can make as much money as we want to make as we understand these simple money principles and the acquisition of these money principles. We are taught in this country as Black Americans to buy, be consumers. If you are only a consumer, you are wasting your life. You need to be a producer. You need to make things and sell things and provide services for people. If you look in your community, it's very rare that you see Black businesses. You see Arabs have the stores. Indians have the 7-Elevens and the Dunkin' Donuts and the Baskin Robbins. You have Asians who run all of the beauty supply stores. And then or the liquor stores and the gas stations. What do black people own? You all need to own a business, period. Own a business. And once you start to own a business, you will start to understand money principles and its acquisition. Entrepreneurs, even if it's a small business, I would rather be a small business owner than working for a big conglomerate. Because ultimately, the only way that you are going to see the changes in your community that you want to see is if you be that change. And revolution starts with understanding finances and understanding how finances work. And the one thing that you're going to absolutely have to avoid is conspicuous consumption. So what is conspicuous consumption, Mr. Mitchell? Conspicuous consumption is buying things just to be buying. I got the iPhone 4, but the iPhone 5 come out tomorrow, so I'm going to buy it. You don't need another phone. Don't spend money with people who don't love you, care about you, look like you, unless you absolutely have to. You want to spend your money with your people, insulate your money, and make sure your money bounces in your community 4, 5, 6 times. Instead of paying a big company to come out and shovel your snow, pay a little kid to shovel the snow and put the money in a little kid pocket in your neighborhood. And do all of the things the right way in regards to your money. Don't just give your money to people who don't care about you. Some people think that you owe them to spend your money with them because you have nowhere else to spend your money. Find places to spend your money with people who respect you, who give back to your community, and who want to do things to help your community be better. Because if you don't, you will be giving your money away, and your money will leave your community, and it will leave your community poor. Spend your money in your community. You buy black first. If you can't buy black first, you buy Detroit first. If you can't buy Detroit first, you buy Michigan first. And if you can't buy Michigan first, then don't buy it. And so that's how you operate. You have to know that your money is power. When you get money in your hands, you have power. Because there's somebody on the other side of a glass saying, please come spend your money with me. And when your money is in your hands, you run the show. You dictate how things operate. You actually can negotiate prices with your money in your hand. Somebody say, I want $1,000 for a car. You got money in your hand. Now we can talk. I'll give you $700 for the car. All right, run it. You just made a power play and bought the car for $300 more than what they was asking because you had money in your hand. Money is power. But once you give it to somebody, you just gave them your power. Don't give away your power. Keep as much of your power as you can and use it to make sure that your family.
And if you want a price, you're supposed to go over that price that you want so you can negotiate down.
That's if you're selling something. But when you're doing things and trying to build your community, you want to be fair with your pricing for your people. Any questions? No questions?
No.
All right, gentlemen. Give yourselves a round of applause for being able to sit here.